Hey, this is Andy Jenkins with the Oily App Plus podcast, and we have shifted gears here. We just finished a series on emotions. That was the Emotional Wholeness Checklist series, where really we built up and then talked through the feelings kit and really explained some of the reasons why you would want to walk in emotional health and how you can grow in that area. I want to shift in now and talk about physical health. And in this series, we're going to talk about the Ketogenic Diet. It is a high-fat, low-carb eating plan. It has been around for centuries. Now, it may seem like it's new to you because over the last year, 2 years, really about the last 3, it has surged in popularity as people are talking more about dieting and nutrition on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on other social media platforms. This is a dieting plan. And I'll tell you, I tried this one. We've got a book out. The link is in the show notes. The title of it is, same as this series, Finding Keto. If you go to findingketo.diet online, you can find all of the information. You'll locate all of the information about the book, about the video courses that will explain to you how you can lose weight fast as opposed to losing weight slow, without going hungry as opposed to starving yourself, without growing tired because you don't have good fuel in your body, and without getting irritable like most dieting programs cause you to do. And so really that's just kind of the subtitle of that whole book there is you'll be able to lose weight without going hungry, without growing tired, without getting irritable. You'll be able to do it quickly in a healthy way. And in this series, we're really breaking that down. And even though a nutrition plan isn't necessarily Young Living Essential Oil specific, I tell you this, so often when we come to the world of Young Living, we've got to realize that it is a component. It is part of total health. You can't just wipe an essential oil on your body or diffuse it in the air or drop it in your hot tea or water. You can't just do that and then expect to reach maximum total health. It is part of that. And in the series, we'll talk about some of the key supplements that you need to lean into, some of them that I would recommend, some of them that Dr. Jim Bob, Ernie, some of the others on the Oily App team use regularly. But in this series, we want to step back and say, hey, if you've been in essential oil world for a while and you're struggling with weight, no shame. Let us give you a tool or resource that you can integrate into everything else that you're already doing. This one will be super simple. You can make this work anywhere, everywhere, without all these tricky, stringent things that you can do, can't do. Anyway, I'm going to talk with you from firsthand experience about a plan that will work. Okay, a lot of weight loss programs don't. Keto works with your body's need for fats, enabling you to melt the fat off your body, all while having more energy, thinking more clearly, enriching your mood. It works with your body's natural nutrient needs. It facilitates fast, rapid, healthy weight loss. Again, allowing you to not grow hungry, not grow tired, not get irritable. It's backed by science and real-world experience. This series is going to outline all of that. To go farther and learn more, I would encourage you to go to the video course. It's in Oily App Plus. So if you're a member of that, grab hold of that video or just grab hold of the book and launch right there into further study on your own. Here's an episode from a video course where we talked. I pulled the audio for you, and I'll be back at the end. I'm going to talk about the best supplements that you can use to go keto, and let me see if I can actually find a list of the ketogenic foods that would be helpful for you as... All right, here's the things where you're getting on. Here's the things to eliminate instantly. Like if you want to get started on keto tonight, like go to your kitchen and instantly on your kitchen table, on the kitchen bar, put all this stuff out. Alcohol, except for red wine. Anything that you bought that came in a box. So like chips, snacks, cereal, unless you purchased it and it was specifically keto friendly. Artificial everything, including artificial sweeteners, candy, dried fruit, because fruit is more like a dessert than a vegetable, high sugar content. Fruit juices, including apple and orange juices, honey, jelly and jam, low fat, anything and everything, because if they take the fat out, they've just replaced it with more sugar. Obvious carbs, so potatoes, bagels, breads, muffins, chunkets, sodas, chunkets, sports drinks, Gatorade, Powerade, like those are like, that's just Kool-Aid spiced up to look healthy, but it's all sugar. Sugar and artificial sweeteners, syrup, salsas, condiments, some veggies, so like carrots and yams, unhealthy oils, so margarine, soy, soybean oil, wheat, grain, and beans. Put all those on the kitchen table and then just scoop them off into the trash can. That's one of the things you can do. Let me give you some more keto-friendly foods. Okay, so here's some foods. The average person only eats like the same 20 to 25 foods over and over and over. So if you can find 40 that you can eat, then you're jamming. So I'm giving you guys these while people jump on for the live video. Keto-friendly foods include, I'm going to read them fast, and it's on page 254 in this book. So when you get into the Oiliac class, you can see it there. Avocado, bacon, beans, butter, cream, cheese, condiments like sour cream, salsa, and hot sauce, eggs, fish, and other seafood. Green vegetables like broccoli, kale, spinach, and other leafy greens such as celery and asparagus. Heavy cream, so with your coffee or tea, heavy cream, not skim milk. Hot drinks like coffee and tea don't add sweeteners. Meats, including sliced meats and deli meats. Milk substitutes like almond milk and coconut milk, mushrooms, nuts, oils, peanut butter. Just read the label first. Poultry, not fried. Okay, no fried chicken. No Chick-fil-A, unless it's grilled. Protein shakes, just verify the carb count first. Raw vegetables, salad, tofu. Those are all great for keto. And this is one, like I can go to McDonald's. If my kids are going to McDonald's, I can walk in there and I can, with that list right there, I can eat something anywhere. Last week we were at a volleyball tournament and Ivy's team afterwards decided to go to Cece's Pizza. Not a problem. I can figure it out at Cece's Pizza because I got like a really good salad. Keto foes. And then I'll tell you the supplements. So don't eat bread. Get rid of all of your bread. Just eat a salad instead, even with the meat, okay? Candy, dump it. Chips, dump them. Crackers, dump them. Corn, dried and dehydrated fruits, dump them. Flour, get rid of it. Freeze-dried fruits like bags of strawberries or blueberries that you use to make smoothies. Here's why. They remove the water. That fruit that's already high in sugar is more concentrated. And then they generally add sugar to it. Fruits, which are high in sugar, bananas and grapes, loaded with sugar. Grains, like rice and oats, so oatmeal, not good. Honey, jellies and jams, get rid of them. Juices, okay, milk, skip the 2%, the 1%, the skim soy, and half, opt for heavy cream, or if you got to, go with whole milk. Pasta, not good. People say this too, if I don't eat pasta, if I don't carb load, I can't go run. I go run, like last Sunday I went 14 miles. I didn't even eat before I went. Like I felt fine, like because I eat when I'm hungry because my body has a consistent fuel source. So when you got a consistent fuel source that you're tapped into, meaning the fat that's on your body and the fat that you're eating, like you don't get hungry. Like that grellin's never like, feed me, you know. Get rid of sodas. Soy is not good. Sports drinks, sugar, including sugar with tricky names like cane and syrup, sugar substitutes, syrups, trail mixes, junk. And then the last one on this is a list of words you can't pronounce. So generally anything with an ingredient that ends in O-S-E, ose, such as dextrose, sucrose. If you can't pronounce it, dump it. Okay, it's not good. So a couple surprises on that list. Breakfast foods like oatmeal, waffles, pancakes. Man, they're loaded with carbs. Not good. Carrots, corn, potatoes, sweet potatoes, high in carbs. They're starches, so they'll sabotage you. Eggs are a great option for any meal. Scrambled, hard-boiled, an omelet, any way you choose. Fruits, generally high in sugar. Already said that. Grains, generally high in sugar. Heavy cream is the best go-to for your coffee. The more fat they take out of the milk, the more sugar they've added. Most things that are breaded, like fried flour cakes, nuggets, and sticks, loaded with carbs. Red wine. So you wine drinkers, 5 grams of carbs per glass. That's well within the daily limit. It's a great alternative to beer and other forms of drinking if you're going to drink. Here's the final one I'll say, and then we'll go through the supplements. Yogurt A lot of people ask me, like, yogurt's healthy, isn't it? I was at a hospital not too long ago, walking through, seeing someone, and these nurses were downstairs. They started talking to me. I don't know why they talked to me. Started talking, and they said something like, I'm eating a healthy lunch. And one of them got out this yogurt, and she had some fruit and some kind of grain thing. And I'm looking at that and thinking, that's probably the worst lunch on the entire table, because if you're trying to lose weight, that sort of thing. Okay. It is the worst one anyway. If you're not trying to lose weight, it's all sugar. All right. So the best supplements, here's where to start with this. Start with a probiotic. Okay. This is Life 9. I don't know if you're going to see the glare on that or if that's so. This one is Life 9. Let's just do it Jim Bob style. Okay. So watch this. Life 9. That's the place to start, is to start with your gut. A couple years ago, I was talking to an executive from Young Living Essential Oils. All the products that we use that I'm going to recommend to you are Young Living Essential Oils. Here's what the executive said. She said this. She said, start with your gut, because if you don't start with your gut, then you're going to just, number one, not be able to absorb the nutrients. But number two, you'll poop out anything healthy that's a supplement that you buy. And your body effectively won't get here's what the term is, bioavailability. That's how much of it is available for your life cycle to actually use. So you start with the gut. The gut is actually referred to as the second brain by nutritionists. And it's referred to that because it's shaped like your brain, and it has as many neurons as a large animal, like as a large, smart, intelligent dog. And so if you think a dog's smart, golly, your stomach has got more neurotransmitters in the stomach than the dog has. Many of your different organs in your body, including heart, cardiovascular, have different touch points in the stomach. What you eat really affects every part of the body. Again, you know this, if you have small kids, you know that when you feed them certain things, they turn into angels. Children truly are from heaven. Unless you feed them the wrong thing, then you go, man, they act like just midget minions. And so start with the gut, because your body needs to be able to absorb everything else. And there is this connection between brain health and gut health. And so start there. And Life 9 is actually a probiotic, good bacteria, pro-4-biotic life, that actually has time release, availability to release at different places along your colon, long digestive tract right there that you've got in your gut. So it's going to make sure that your body actually absorbs the nutrients that you need. Okay. So start with the gut. Here's number 2, second supplement that I actually take just about every single day is multigreens. Now, before I said that one of the things that you should eat when you're on ketogenic diet is you eat a lot of leafy greens, kale, spinach, salads. One of the big things that you'll eat at every single people say, well, man, there's nothing on your plate. Like, what do you just eat? I'm like, oh, hot dogs, very rarely a hot dog. And if I do, I don't eat the bread. If I do a normal day, like today for lunch, I had a huge salad with steak on it and it had like some different vegetables and things on it. Like I eat that a lot. Like I eat that kind of food a lot. But multigreens come into play because even when you're eating all of those greens, your body is not getting all of the nutrients that you need. And remember, we started on video number 1. One of the biggest issues with health is getting rid of the toxins that you don't need and shoring up the deficiencies. So when we're getting rid of the toxins, we're not eating sugar, we're not eating the carbohydrates, okay? We still need to shore up the deficiencies. And so we're going to eat the nutrition that our body needs, the high fats that make us feel satiated, that help our body to start burning the fat that's in our body. But even when you're eating that, your body's not going to get all the nutrients that it could get from the salad, all the nutrients it could get from the leafy green vegetables, because we rarely eat farm to table. Okay. And so from the time like that the lettuce is picked until the time you eat it, that whole time it's losing life. And when you eat, you're actually eating the life of that plant is transferring life to you. That sounds super weird, I know. So just go Google it and then just go read more about it. Here's the deal. When that plant is picked and goes into a truck and it's stored, it's losing some of its life. When it rides from the truck to wherever you get it, Whole Foods, Target, Walmart, the Piggly Wiggly, wherever you're shopping, like during that whole process, it's losing more of its life. By the time you get it and you store it in your pantry or your refrigerator, or it's losing more. The longer it goes, the more it's losing. If you freeze it, it's losing more. And then if you cook it, you're cooking off some of that life. So by the time you get it, you really just need to add more to it. Okay, so supplement is not to replace a bad diet. A supplement means to add to. So these supplements, they're not going to replace. Like you can't just eat horrible and go, well, I take all my supplements. That won't do it. These are like an add to an already good diet to make sure that you're getting everything you need. So multi-greens to help you with the greens that you need. Again, assuming that you're eating good greens. Let me give you number 3 of 4. This one right here, Omegagize. This is a fish oil supplement. Here's one of the reasons you'd want to take that is it has this coenzyme in it, CoQ10. Coenzyme Q10. Now, coenzyme Q10, your body naturally makes that, and it's an important one. I'll tell you why. But as you age, your production of CoQ10, it goes down, and so you don't make it as readily. Now, again, go back to the thing, supplements, you want to enhance, you want to add to that. Here's one of the reasons like you would want to have that. It's so that your cellular function is efficient, heart, liver, kidneys. I've taken some notes here. And it keeps everything kind of flowing in the right way, even as far as like your blood works. So your blood, like if you bleed, should be like the consistency of red wine, not the consistency of Hunt's or Heinz ketchup. Okay, so it's keeping all of those things just kind of flowing in the right way with all of your cardiovascular function. Again, heart, liver, kidneys, CoQ10, that does that. You can think of it like this too. Okay, fish oil supplement. It kind of greases your system. Okay, now you think of like all of that stuff, CoQ10. Fatty acids. If you saw them in a jar, you go, they're kind of nasty, just like grease from a car warehouse or a car garage is nasty. Yet, if you ever try to run a car without the grease, it just doesn't do because it keeps the whole system, it keeps everything inside kind of lubed. So if your inside isn't lubed properly, you read about people getting collapsed lungs, where that means like the lungs just kind of stuck together. Like you don't want that. Like you need the fatty acids. You need, again, heart, liver, kidney function. That all works because of like everything's kind of lubed and functioning and moving in the right direction. Okay, so fish oil supplement, Omegagize. So here's what we did. We started off with Life 9. Start with your gut. Get that. And if you can only get one, like start with your gut. Add multigreens to supplement, add to the leafy green things that you're already eating. I'm assuming that you're eating vegetables. Okay, so like mom was right on that. Omegagize, fish oil supplement. Great for brain health too, okay? Because again, your brain prefers fatty acids, runs off of that. Final supplement every single day is Ninja Red. We talk about this one a lot, but let me give you some issues of how it relates to keto. 2 things. Potassium is necessary for all of your bodily functions. Ninja Red is one of the highest sources of potassium that's actually available of any of the foods that you can actually get. So potassium, again, all of your body processes, Ninja Red. That's a serving right there. They say like 1 ounce is a serving. This is a 2-ounce packet. So like for the kids, they generally split this, get little shot glasses. They actually think they're Ninja glasses. Pour it in, they got it. We use the bottles too. I take like 4 ounces a day. I kind of found that's like the optimal for me is 4 ounces. So every night I drink it. I don't like it on an empty stomach. So at the end of the day, I get it. Put a bunch of essential oils in it. I'll show you the protocol for that on another class maybe next month when we're doing some outdoor adventuring type courses that we're going to talk about. Here's the other thing with Ninja Red. High concentration of zinc. Now, zinc is important for immune support. So that's one of the big things that Ninja Red actually does. I would say it like this. 1 serving of Ninja Red has more zinc in it than a bowl of Brussels sprouts. So I know that like my kids, it would be difficult to get them to eat a bowl of Brussels sprouts every single day. I love them, and I love them kind of steamed. But my kids don't. I can't give them Brussels sprouts every single day. I can't make Brussels sprouts every single day, but we can give them Ninja Red every single day for immune support. Zinc, you can get that in a raw egg, so you can go all rocky and you can just kind of get a raw egg and you can chug it, or eggs are a keto-friendly food, by the way, or you can drink your Ninja Red instead. For immune support. Ninja Red, 13% protein content, amino acids. Amino acids are essential for functioning for all of your muscles. So again, that's another reason to get that. Now, all of those from Young Living come on a 30-day supply. People all the time, they talk about this, and if you add all of these up, you can get all the prices. I think I got them in the back of this book. Maybe I do. Okay, so if you add it all up and you're not paying retail, okay, so you're going to pay, you're going to get like the base price, you're going to pay like $40, $30. I'm just rounding my numbers. $59, $71. You got to pay like $200 a month in supplements if you run with all of that. And the question comes up a lot of times. People say, well, that's too expensive. I can't afford that. Here's kind of how I determine, here's how I would look at it. Again, I don't know your financial situation, so I don't know what to tell you what to do with that. You have to kind of make the best decision for you and say, well, I'm going to start with the Ninja Red, or I'm going to do the Ninja Red, and I'm going to do the probiotic, or what, depending on what you're trying to resolve for you. And I get that. Like if I had to start with one of them, I would start with the Ninja Red only, and then I would add them in the order that I showed you, the probiotic and the multigreens, and then I would add after that the Omegagize, the fish oil supplement. Let's start that way. Here's what I would say though, is when you're investing in health, you're investing in yourself, and you're investing long-term in your physical ability to kind of stay present and to do the great things that you're gifted and called and responsible to do every single day. So, you kind of think about it like I've got a car sitting out here outside, and I'll change the oil in that car every 3,000 miles. I'll wash that car at least once every 2 weeks. And if I go on a trip and it gets all grungy, I'll go ahead and wash it after that. Here's why: because I'm going to maintain the car. Maintaining that car costs me. I mean, I don't like going in and paying like $60 for the oil change and putting in like the, synthetic oil and all that kind of stuff that I've got to do. I don't like going and dropping $800 on tires, but I realize that in doing the maintenance, like some of those are safety issues, as is some of the health stuff that you invest in. I also realize that maintaining that car is always cheaper than repairing a big blowout on that car, or cheaper than buying a completely new car altogether, which I would then have to maintain. Well, the issue is like you can't just replace your body. Like you can rebuild it, and your body has this extraordinary ability to bounce back. So no matter how unhealthy you feel like you are right now, your body has this extraordinary ability, if you get rid of the toxins, if you shore up the deficiencies, has this amazing capacity to actually move forward and to restore and to rebuild. I mean, 5 years ago, I was 50 pounds heavier than I am now. I had a list of issues. Man, I was aging way too fast. I could not sleep through the night. My bones would just literally, they creaked. Like when I got up, like I could hardly walk. I'm like kind of shaking first thing in the morning. Like literally, like thought I might actually need a cane at some points in the morning. Once I got going, I was okay. I had digestive issues ongoing. Every single time that I ate, like my stomach was just racked with something. So sometimes like even blood internally, like coming out when I would use the restroom. It was way unhealthy. But as I started eating right and exercising, my body bounced back, and all of that reversed. And I guarantee you, like the same thing can happen for you. When you supplement and you do it well, okay, so you eat right, supplement's not going to replace all that. You eat well, you eat right, you avoid the toxins, avoid the sugar, give your body the resources that it needs, okay? Give it the resources it needs, automatically to move towards health. And doing that is cheaper always than replacing big parts in it. It's cheaper than taking off time from work. It's cheaper than losing vacation days because you got to be sick on the couch. And it's an investment because now you get to do the things that you love to do, that you're called to do, that you're responsible to do. And let's face it, like your family needs you, your kids need you, and the world needs you. You carry this greatness inside of you. You have this destiny, something to contribute that every single person around you needs. And when you're healthy, when you're whole, man, it just works better for you, and it works better for all of us to have the best you possible. So that is the installment for today. I would encourage you to make note and listen to this entire series. In each episode, we can just give you a piece of the puzzle, but make sure you just grab the whole puzzle by listening to all 4 episodes here in this series. As I mentioned earlier, this audio comes from a video course that we taught in OilyApp Plus. Go to oilyapp.com/plus or just hit the homepage. OilyApp Plus is really like having, we call it the Netflix of essential oils. So it is like having just a library of resource after resource of video courses that you can watch. You can rewatch as many times as you want. You can log in from all of your devices. There is no contract. You can pay by the year and get a discount, or you can pay by the month and just kind of test drive it, get in, watch what you want, and then get out. All of that information about the ketogenic diet and the previous series we did on the emotional wholeness checklist and more is all available there. One last announcement for you. Watch our social media feeds at Oily App. That's on Facebook and Instagram. We'll send it out on our email blast as well. We have an event, a live half-day event coming up this May where we are going to unpack and talk all about emotions. Back in 2020, we decided we were going to do some live events, some big live events. And by now, you know how 2020 went. And you know that the live events, they kind of got scrubbed. And so we began doing some larger online events. Our plan is still to get live, to meet and interact with people face to face. We love doing that. If you've ever been to the vendor hall when we're at a Young Living Convention or some other large event, it is something that we absolutely love. And so we thought we've done events before, not as Oily App, but in other facets as pieces and parts of other teams. So we thought, let's just bring that all together. And then 2020 happened. So at the beginning of this year, January the 8th, we actually did a workshop on life planning and goal setting and life management and stewarding your time and energy and focus. We're going to do it again on emotions. So watch our social feeds for that announcement. It's coming up soon. I'll see you again next week.